bio sheet for you, and I don't know if I remember. So tell me, you have just one child?
One child,
One
Thomas.
little boy?
Yes.
He is a cutie.
Thank
So
you.
tell me about the cutest story with him.
Oh my gosh, the cutest story with him. That would take my 10 minutes.
That was
Well, I'll tell you about a recent cute story with him. He likes playing board games, and he's starting to be creative with Lego. So I came home last night, and he had made the Lego version of Casa Grande, which is a board game where you try to build buildings tall. And he wanted to make it completely out of Lego. So what do you do to roll dice? So he had 3 Lego bricks that were color coded. And if the one that turned up, if that was the only one that turned up, then that was that color's number. And if it didn't, you just had to keep rolling again until it worked out.
Oh. Sounds like a good
So,
kid's game.
yeah, he probably needs some work, but he'll get there.
I'll let you take over for your 10 minutes.
All right. Well, thank you. Well, thank you very much, folks. Let me get the. Brian said the PowerPoint was muted, so I guess I just hit unmute. Maybe somebody just move the mouse or something. Maybe if we just.
Do we have an IT professional in the house?
Yeah, Matt was trained last week, so he may be good.
Yeah, I think. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. All right. So I just wanted to kick things off with. Let me go back. Okay. So just while that's working out, let me kick things off. I've been sitting up here for almost 2 years, going through the 4 major things that NSI does. And I even mentioned 2 of them today. I mentioned one by mistake. If any of you, who can tell me what the 4 things are to win 2 tickets to today's drawing?
Social media.
Okay, you gotta raise your hand. Raise your hands. Okay. So well, you know my 4 things? If you know my 4 things. Okay. Who knows the 4 things?
Social search, email, and mobile.
That's right. That's right. All right. You get 2 tickets. I'm gonna double that prize by the time I'm done today if you can answer another question. But I'll get to that. So there are my little icons. I have those out: email, search, social, and mobile. And what I wanted to tell you guys is about our latest marketing GPS workshop. So I want to talk about what we're going to be covering, and then I want to tell you what's marketing GPS. What does that really mean? We have our tagline, which is navigating marketing's rough terrain, but we'll unpack that a little bit. So for today, so mining for gold, you've got flyers on your tables. I hope you'll take a look at those. I don't have one. But this is going to be Wednesday, June 8th at noon to 1 p.m. And if you sign up today, it's only $30. And because you're in BNI, you get the second gift, which is a free online visibility report. And that's actually true through the end of, well, almost the last day of May. I think May 27th is the last day we're going to do that. So seriously consider that. What I want to do right now, though, is be helpful to you and tell you a little bit about Facebook, whether you decide to come to the webinar or not. Why advertise on Facebook? Why is it such an effective platform? Well, they have 1.6 billion active users. That's an incredible number of people. That means that even in a tiny geographic area, you're likely to have quite a few users that could be good prospects for you. 64% of them visit Facebook every day. Facebook ads are pretty inexpensive compared to other ads. I'll go into that in a little bit more. You can precisely target your audience. I definitely want to talk about that. And since Kathy's waving at me, we won't really talk too much about remarketing or retargeting or how you can acquire new customers cost effectively, but just schedule a one-to-one because people know I love to talk about this stuff. Google AdWords versus Facebook. AdWords is great for people who know what they're searching for. You know, I want to get a plumber, so you search for a plumber. Facebook is great at reaching a specific audience that really doesn't know very much about what you do. We're not talking about keywords on Facebook. We're talking about selects. You actually pick the individual people that you're looking for. And let me give you an example of what I mean when we talk about how detailed that can be. You could do, if you wanted to, a select series that would get you Spanish and English-speaking women between the ages of 31 and 56, located in a 10-mile radius of Colorado Springs, Colorado, who work either from home or from a small office in the retail production industry, who are fit moms or green moms of grade school kids, who have friends with an anniversary within 30 days or friends with upcoming birthdays, who have college degrees from either UCCS, UC Boulder, Denver University, Colorado School of Mines, who are active in U.S. politics and are either conservative or very conservative and self-proclaimed Republicans who live in a condo or apartment built after 2,029.99 square feet, who enjoy attending ballet theater and musical theater movies, who frequently travel internationally, plan to travel to Spain, and use the travel app within the last month, who are categorized as foodies or green living buyers who tend to spend above average in high-end retail online stores, and who are connected to people who have used your app. That's a lot of info. And what I think a lot of people don't know when they're setting up Facebook campaigns, a lot of agencies in fact don't know this, is that you want to start very granular and then build up. I was just telling Jack that just before the meeting started. The starting small and building up is a key way of saving a lot of pass-through dollars and making your campaign more cost-effective. So, in fact, how cost-effective? Well, average Facebook ad cost per click, 64 cents. That's pretty good. Somebody's looking at your message, clicking through to your lead generation page. Average click-through rate, 0.9%. That's really good. Average Facebook ad cost per 1,000 impressions, $5.99. It makes Facebook a lot more affordable, especially more affordable now than Google, because Google got rid of the right side inventory of their page. So supply is much less and demand is the same. Prices go up. People go to Facebook now. Not that I'm saying Google's bad, because they're very smart, but we can talk about that another time. What's in marketing GPS? Well, it was launched in 2009, and it's our brand for basically free and low-cost services. So we help you keep up with fast-paced changes. We have our Facebook page, our monthly email newsletter, our annual workshop, and then Mark Fender and I on the radio every Friday at 3 o'clock on kvcmradio.com. So if you haven't availed yourself of these resources, please do, because every one of them except for the workshop is absolutely free. And the workshop is just $30, so that's not that bad. And it's a fundraiser for Ronald McDonald. We've got this, I'm sorry, I went over one. So this year is, as we said, lifting up the hood on Facebook sales campaigns. And we also have some additional resources that you can take advantage of as well. We have benchmarking checklists, best practice assessments, and fact sheets. Why do we have this library? Well, you can imagine, we deal with, we have 250 customers around the country. We often get asked the same questions. It occurred to us maybe like 10 years ago, gee, we should write some of this stuff down and make it available to our other clients. And because you guys are in the chapter, I would make it available to you as well. So those are more free resources. And we want to make those available to you so that you guys know what you're doing when you're trying to navigate online marketing's rough terrain. And I will just conclude with our 7th annual workshop. We've had a blast doing this past 7 years. We've raised a lot of money for Ronald McDonald. And those kids and their families really appreciate that. 100% of the proceeds go to that. Thanks very much, everyone.